Like, subscribe, and get notified.
The road widening in Siolim, which began on 3rd March, unfortunately involved the felling of trees that had stood for 50 to 100 years. In response to this, the community voiced their concerns, staging peaceful protests in Siolim and approached High Court. Subsequently, the High Court issued a stay order on further tree felling. Regrettably, 30 of these venerable trees had already been uprooted till then.
This morning I have mentioned to the court that last week, between 3rd and 5th of March, around 35 big, huge heritage trees have been felled at Siolim, from the Siolim marketplace up to a short stretch of the SFX school. And the citizens were very alarmed, and they asked the contractor whose permission he was felling the trees with. He had no names to offer, no permission to give, nothing. But what he told them was that not only this, I have also been given permission to cut from Siolim market across the hill up to Bade Junction, Asagaon. According to him, around 120 trees are required to be cut. But he does not give anyone's name or any permission. Also, if there is a permission from the authorities, then the trees are marked, so we know which trees there are. So people have been maintaining a vigil from 6th of March. Every day they are watching the entire stretch, which is a very inhuman thing for people. They have to go to work, they have lives to lead, but they are maintaining a vigil because they don't know when the tree cutter will come, and they bring the chainsaws and in minutes the whole tree is down.
Celebrating the High Court's stay order, petitioners have appealed the public to actively engage in similar causes and advocate for environmental preservation. Meanwhile, environmentalists and conservationists criticize the Forest Department for its failure in protecting these trees.
Yeah, all I wanted to say is that when we had this protest, and nobody ended up coming up to help us and to join us. Not nobody, there were a lot of people, but as many as we would have required did not really come. If ever this kind of thing happens in the future, at least use this as an example to help out in such things, because it's not only our village, it's not only our trees, it belongs to everybody.
What has happened is there's a complete collapse of government machinery. The agencies, the people, the officials who are supposed to protect Goa, uphold the law, the rules and regulations. Say, for example, Goa Preservation of Trees Act. The Forest Department is supposed to be protecting the trees. The conservator of forest, the deputy conservator of forest are supposed to protect trees. But these are the same authorities which are giving permissions indiscriminately to cut trees. There is no application of mind. They don't care. There is absolutely no conservation effort from the deputy conservator of forest or the conservator of forest. If you see all their orders, all that they are doing is nothing but destruction of trees. So we have to rename them. That instead of conservation of trees, conservator of forest, they are destroyers of forest. We have to remove their powers. It's high time people wake up in Goa and realize, before they destroy Goa completely, that these agencies which are supposed to work for the protection of the forest, protection of the trees, protection of the environment, all these agencies have failed us.
The petitioners and environmentalists argued that there was no necessity to cut down the trees, as the spaces they occupied were utilized for parking vehicles. However, local MLA Michael Lobo refrained from commenting when asked about his stance regarding the High Court order. According to residents of Siolim, over 120 large and old trees were targeted for felling by the contractor. The Regional Forest Department registered offence against the contractor Rafiq Munna on 11th March, but the High Court has sought clarification on who is backing the contractor. The next hearing on this issue is set for 26th March. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Watch on Herald TV.